we must do this today. Like I said, I was to host Dr. Mfonobong, technical, please get me with the pen there. Mfonobong Bassi, who happens to be one of the doctors that was declared wanted by the Akwa Ibom State government through the Honorable Commissioner for Health. And that was a shocker because I watched that press conference and I knew, what I suspected was that already those people were sent overseas. And I'm sure Interpol must have picked them up. And what the state government had to do was just to give an insight that, some persons that defrauded the state government, very soon you're going to see them and they were brought back in handcuff. Only few hours after, same day, I think on the 20th of September or thereabout, one of them, when I went to Secretariat, I did a video and I said it will be picked up in that place. Guess what? That was never to be. And the story wasn't that they were sent overseas. And then they were trained here. And Dr. Mfonobong George Bassi actually came back after his training and served for 5 years, about 5 years. The second doctor, Dr. Udwara Basita, has become to me like a mystery man. All the contact we have made, nobody is able to identify him or even know where he worked. All the contact effort we have made, nobody has been able to say that he came back. In fact, some are speculating that he never even came back, like Dr. Mfonobong. So, what is the mystery? But he's in the country. There are certain things I've not been saying on air here. But why am I interested in this matter? Because I never knew them. We stand to help leaders not to be distracted. You've heard how I've praised the Commissioner for Health. We had to do a letter because when I sent the message, he didn't reply. I now did a letter drop. When he saw the advance copy, he called me and we talked for 45 minutes. Wonderful time. The second time he called was after our press release that we made appeals to His Excellency that certain things were not done properly. And we insist that certain things were not done properly. I want to also announce that God had blessed us in this state with a wonderful head of service. I was able to have a meeting with him over this matter. And I can assure you by the grace of God that we have people that have listening ears. And we just believe that the appeals that we made, that Mfonobong and Udwara Bassi should be given amnesty, not to rejoice that, they did something wrong and they have been waived, but no, that because certain things were not done, those things that are supposed to be done should be done. And what was that? Mfonobong had put in his resignation letter. The information we had earlier was that that letter was rejected. But I can tell you that that letter was not rejected. That letter has some questions that needed to answer, like routing, proper routing, and something to be added. And I've confirmed that that has been done. So his resignation was not rejected. There may be other issues. Those issues are not insurmountable. But what is the latest? My appeal even to Dr. Ikem John was that please, let us not escalate this matter. Let us see how we can resolve it in-house within the state. But as I speak with you, I want to give a breaking news that Dr. Mfonobong George Bassi was petitioned to the Federal Medical Center by Yenegua, and he was supposed to be with me on this program today to apologize on the way he reacted when he saw that he was declared wanted. But because he could not imagine him never stealing anything, being declared wanted like a common criminal. The world, people call him from Russia, across the world. What was happening in your state? So he needed to just at least do that to clear his name. Even if I were the one, I would have done same. Sorry for that. If you are silent when your life is in danger, you are not worth living in the first place. Delegiwa said, I won't be tired of quoting. Say, when you are fighting an assassin, you don't look at the mud on your shirt or the tear on your trouser. So, as I speak with you, about now, or in fact, it was supposed to be from 10 o'clock, but as that, by the time we got into the studio, they have not started. They are holding a meeting. I just saw. Are we being heard? Yes. A panel has been set up to find out what Mfonobong has done wrong. It is an unfortunate level that we had gotten to over this matter that I thought we'll be able to address without necessarily taking it to that extent. But what is one good thing that we have done? Remember, we are researchers, we are thinkers, we are solutionists. We don't do propaganda. We don't try to cover up tracks. We look for justice. Because having been a victim of injustice, I know what it means to fight what you call a system. In fact, Dr. Ekem John manifested because he fought the system during COVID. I never knew him. He's a young doctor, he's a young person. But I had to look for him, and we met, we became at least closely until he became a commissioner. We couldn't talk again until this matter. So, looking at the condition of service or leave when you are on in-service training, I have, for those watching us online, remember we are streaming live on Facebook, I have 2 editions of Akwa Ibom State Public Service Rules. Technical, are you looking at this thing? Is reflecting properly? Yeah, this is the 2010 edition of the Civil Service Rule. And then I also, this is just a photocopy which I had to get. I'm going to have the hard copy, but this is the latest 2022 Akwa Ibom Civil Service Rules, 2022 edition, Office of the Head of Service, Civil Service, Akwa Ibom State. And my interest was in what are the provisions, what guides the in-service training that Dr. Mfonobong went for. Very quickly, the book club again. This one I will not want to read everything. We just go to, this is chapter 12. If you are in civil service, come for book club. Come to the book club. If you are an analyst, or you are one of those that maybe do propaganda, anything you hear, you amplify, come to the book club now. Chapter 12 of the Civil Service Rule 2022, which is the latest, has to do with leave. And section 4, particularly, talks about study leave. This is what it says. Study leave is the leave granted to a confirmed serving officer to undertake a approved course of study within and outside the country. And there are about 5 or 4 of them. We have the in-service training, type of study leave, in-service training, study leave with pay, study leave without pay, permission or part-time study. No time, we just want to read 2 parts, which is the in-service training. The officer, that is, the code is 120403. A, the officer shall be required to gain admission into approved tertiary institution, and the course must be in areas of critical manpower need of the service as determined by the individual ministries, examinatory departments, agencies, and in conjunction with the department of establishment. B, the officer must be confirmed in his appointment and shall be bonded to serve government for a period double of that training. The officer must be confirmed in his appointment, shall be bonded to serve government for double that of the training. If you are in service training, when you come back, if you were trained for 4 years, you have to spend 8 years before you want to go to anywhere. Clear? If you go to school for 8 years or 7 years, like Fonobong went to school for 8 years or 7 years, you will come and serve 16 years. And it has to be signed. There are documents and there are other things. Like I heard from civil service, the head of civil service, it's not just salary will be paid. Course fee and allowance. Now, let us jump to this one that says, beneficiaries of study leave with pay must be bonded to serve government for a period of the training. If it's just the study leave with pay, not in-service training. In-service training was the first one. Do 8 years. We work for 16 years before you say you won't go anywhere. If it's just study leave with pay, you will work for the number of years. If you went to school for 4 years, you have to come and work for 4 years. That is the 2022 rule. But Mfonobong went for the in-service training in what year? 2013. And the rule that applied during his time was the 2010 Civil Service Rule. And what does it say? Still chapter 12. only three lines of words. Study leave. Code is 120303. Study leave is the leave granted to a confirmed serving officer to undertake an approved course of study within or outside the country. End of the story. That is just the only thing written about study leave. So, what will hold Dr. Mfonobong and Oduagha Bassey bound will be whatever bond that was done, which is not captured in the 2010 Civil Service Rule. And laws are not implemented in retrospect. Mfonobong came back and put in 5 years. Oduagha Bassey, from what I've not heard yet, because nobody knows, nobody knows him, but I understand he's working for a private firm outside the state, not even in government. So, that he never came back, I don't know if that is true, but people should come and speak. It's time to speak out. So, I want to appeal that whatever should be done, nothing should be done to jeopardize the life reputation of anybody or the state. Whatever errors that have been committed along the line can be sorted out, except somebody has a personal beef, personal axe to grind. And I'm saying this on air. I was created for this kind of situation. We will follow this up. We are going to write to His Excellency to still appeal. It's never too late to stop. As we speak, Mfonobong is undergoing a panel to ask him questions. And I can assure you, the people should be brilliant people. And whatever the questions they will ask, maybe some questions will be asked at Akwa Ibom State government, because I've asked Mfonobong, where is the bond that was signed? How much were you given? He even made mistake on the salary. He was being paid 200 and something, not even 300,000 that he said in the video. And sometimes for 9 months, they wouldn't even pay him. He had to become a taxi driver. And when he was coming back, people tell him, don't go back. Why do you go and waste your time? Did they care about you? He said, no, God forbid. My people need me. He came and put in 5 years. He had no office, no table, no chair. It is more than this. You've heard, just part, 10 flies when you do wonderful things.